Hello everyone, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day and making some really good trades. Let's dive right into the analysis here. Not too much happening today in the market, so it might be a short video. Maybe not, we'll see. But overall, the SPY was up 11 basis points, basically flat to positive in most indexes here. The IWM was up 22 basis points, leading the markets here. But overall, pretty lackluster day. We ran into this resistance on the triple Qs here that I noticed. Now this could mark a reversal point for the triple Qs. Is this now? This is where the bulls and the bears are going to battle it out. We have this as a possible double correction to go lower. And if it does go lower, then I'll give you guys a target for the triple Qs and the SPY and all the other ones. But overall, I think it's the pattern remains bullish. But even if we get another dip here, it would just be another opportunity to get into some long positions, right? So, and you got the 200-day moving average there for the triple Qs on the daily time frame. So that's going to help and probably hold as support, in my opinion, even if we do get this dip. Let's take a look at the SPY. So SPY, similar situation. I already outlined if it's going to double correct and go lower. This is your buy area. Dow Jones, very similar situation, but Dow Jones level held overall, so the more bullish out of all the indices. And then the IWM, you can double correct. I haven't mapped one out just yet, but I can do it right now for you guys. So yeah, if we do something like this, because right now I can only make three waves out of this, so you'll probably come back down to the 185 level here. Maybe retest this downsloping trend line and bounce off from there. But we'll see. We'll see how things are going to play out, because right now the markets are moving up. They're moving up. They're starting to hold their own. But this is possible. This can do this. So we'll just we'll take it as it goes. So let's take a look at the SPY on the market cipher, checking the daily time frame. -4 and a 10 on the dual band strength index, quite bullish, and green dot confirming a reversal of the trend. So last time we got this signal, we were all the way down here in November, and then the market proceeded to rally. Another one here, another one here, another one here. This one kind of failed, and then you had a reversal, but you got to pay attention to the money flow. It was still in red money flow, so this was most likely going to fail, and then you got a big drop, but ultimately continued to push higher. So this looks pretty good, pretty promising. Looking at the 4-hour time frame, we are still in red money flow. We are still in red money flow, but once we cross back into the green, all things should be good. Let's take a look at wave edge, see if any new signals came in today. Let's check the 4-hour and the 1-hour. Let's see if we saw any big amount of selling. So no really big bouts of selling, just some red crosses, possible short opportunities here. If we do get a dip, again, I can only make 3 waves right now from this move up. So it's still possible for a bearish outcome to come here. But you broke, for the SPY, our first indicator, we broke this relatively small downtrend here with a gap open towards the upside. Now what we need to do is to break this RSI downtrend, and then same thing for the triple Qs, but the triple Qs have broken out towards the upside, so this is quite bullish for the triple Qs. IWM, you actually broke out today, or last couple of days, so this is quite good as well. And the Dow Jones, let me just take a look at the Dow Jones, see if we did break this RSI downtrend. No, not yet, so it's still possible. This level down here for the Dow Jones and all the other indices, it's still possible. But ultimately, the trend should continue to be up. So yeah, that's basically it. Let's take a look at some individual names. I want to check very quickly what kind of earnings we have coming up. So let me just take a look here. We have the Spirit today, Tuesday. So Rivian after hours, Upstart, Oxy. We had Crocs, Walt Disney, Ferrari, BP. Okay, let's Twilio Toast. All right, let's take a look. We'll check a few of them, and then we'll move on. So I actually want to see what Rivian did, or IVN. So they are down right now in the after hours, 6% down. I think there was a big drop today in Lucid. Yeah, down 14%. Wow, big down day for Lucid. Very unfortunate. NVIDIA was down 1.72%, and Tesla, finally, Tesla was down about 3.76% today. I still think Tesla needs a little bit more downside coming into this buy area at 169 to 159. That's going to be a very strong buying opportunity, and I think it's going to be the last one before you ultimately get this big rally higher. But we really need to push up and take out this peak. Then you'll know you're in the wave three. But wave threes are very impulsive, and they go kind of crazy towards the upside. Good example is this yin trade that we are in right now. You can see it's been taking off. We're essentially long the Hang Seng, but trade is up tremendously, up over 44%. So our trade is deep in the money, and we are holding it so far because I think there's still a significant amount of upside for the Chinese market. Okay, let me cover a few more things. Let's take a look at ROKU today, see how ROKU performed. ROKU actually was down on the day as well, down 31 basis points, flat to negative here, not too much going on. I think there was a few other companies that reported. I saw some big numbers. Yeah, I don't know what this is. Latch at OTC 25%, and Peloton was up 15% today on it. Was it on earnings? No, it wasn't on earnings. So I guess it was just up 15% on some news. But I actually want to check Walt Disney. I think I had a chart for Walt Disney before. Let me see. No, I didn't. But Disney is kind of is down today, 9% at the open because they reported in the morning. Let's check Upstart, UPST. Upstart Holdings. Upstart down 10% in the after hours. Wow, very unfortunate. Let me take a look at a few other ones. Twilio, Toast, BP. Let's check BP. BP down, and oil is down too. So naturally, BP and all these other natural resource companies are going to be down as well. Oxy, I think Oxy is probably going to be down as well. Yeah, there you go, down 1.24%. So yeah, I think that wraps it up. I don't really have the other earnings to really look at. Ferrari down today at 6%. But let's take a look at the usual names that we cover. I'll take a look at Apple, AAPL, sorry. So Apple, I think Apple needs a little bit more work here, but it could be finished already. Let's check the smaller time frames. So you can already make 3 waves here. 1, 2, 3 ABC correction. Now you could be taking off in the final 5th wave up, extended 5th wave or whatever you want to do. I could just make a nominal high, and then you could get ready for a possibly bigger pullback in a wave 2. And maybe this is why the markets are going to get maybe one more leg down lower before we continue to push higher. But I wouldn't bet on it. I think the market still can continue to churn higher even with these earnings and economic data coming out. Let me cover some other names here. Let's take a look at NVIDIA. NVIDIA actually pushing down 1.72. So NVIDIA, I still think that NVIDIA is inside this wave 3. It could be coming to an end here. Let's take a look at the smaller time frame. So yeah, it looks like the 45-minute time frame, wave 3 is in. Now you're just pulling back in a wave 4, and then you'll do another 5th wave extension. After that, larger wave 1 will be in, and then you'll get a deeper wave 2 as well, and then you'll impulse out in a wave 3, hopefully towards this target here. Sound was down 5% today. Very unfortunate. Palantir, Palantir was down 15% as well. What's happening? Earnings are up and down, left and right. Okay, so Palantir actually had a count here. Had labeled out. There we go. So A, B, there you go. And now you're coming. Oh wow. Okay, so Palantir should probably come back down and undo all of this this bullish price action. Maybe it'll come back down to this support here, right around $13. But ultimately, you're probably in the C leg here. Probably in the C leg, and you're going to continue to push lower in Palantir. Wow. All right, so yeah, that basically wraps it up. I don't have anything else to really add. You can see, actually we'll cover some crypto miners because Bitcoin is pushing down right now, down to 62,500, so it's broken the lows. I think this move here could have truncated and now you're going to go lower, and then another correction lower for Mara and all these other crypto miners, which is unfortunate. You know that the Bitcoin's not going to take off right away, straight up, mooning towards the upside. But you know that's sometimes that's just the way it goes, right? You can't always have good times rolling. You got to do some backing and filling every now and then. So that's what I see for the markets at the moment. Oops, there we go. So I put another order there. So I think that we still have a lot of upside left in the market, and probably some downside. Maybe some possible downside in the short term, but overall things are looking good. Okay, I'll actually cover the TLT for the shorter time frame. So TLT wave 3 is in here. So to me, we're in a wave 4, and we're looking for a final 5th wave to finish our first wave up. So this is very bullish, looking good. We've been following the count on TLT for quite a bit of time, and so far everything's been to the T and very accurate. TLT, or sorry, wave 2s can sometimes be very deep, so don't be surprised if we get a pullback all the way back to 88 in TLT and then come out in a very impulsive wave 3. You could see the yields, are starting to melt down significantly. The sell area was dead on accurate, and it looks like this is starting to be the end for the rates being so high, and this is going to help the market. We actually saw the DXY up nicely today on 28 basis points, but I think this is just a wave 2, ultimately in a larger C leg, so something like this. And then you're gonna come down. You're just gonna push lower on the DXY, in my opinion. That's just what I think. All right, so yeah, that wraps it up. I'll actually cover Affirm. Someone asked me to take a look at Affirm. Sorry, I'm remembering all these things at the very last minute here. So Affirm, I took a look at it, and we already did some charting on Affirm. So Affirm is in this wave 3. In this wave 4, and it's coming to an end. To me, it looks like it could have already just finished, and now you're starting to push out. But it does have excuse me. It does have earnings on Wednesday, so that can always be a wild card. And I don't like to trade wild cards because they can go up, down, left, right. And I want a guarantee, and the best guarantee that you can get is just looking for the wave 3s, right? Looking for wave 2 bottoms and looking for wave 3s. Those are usually the best ones. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.